And welcome back. Well, it all started when owner and executive chef Chris Shepard of Underbelly learned his good friend had been diagnosed with multiple sclerosis.
Yeah, so Chris brought together local and national chefs to cook up a storm and raise money and awareness for the Multiple Sclerosis Society. Houston Life reporter Stephanie Gary tells us more.
Hey Houston, we are talking food, friendship, football, and philanthropy here today. I am with Chris Shepard, owner and executive chef of Underbelly Houston, as well as Tandy Wilson, who's just flown in from Nashville, and he is a recent James Beard Award winner, so congratulations on that. They're very good friends who are here to actually celebrate a really good cause, something that's going on this weekend. Chris, tell me a bit about Southern Smoke and the background story of it.
Southern Smoke was a charity that we started last year, or basically it's a party that we started last year. One of my dear friends was diagnosed with MS, and so he came, we were doing some charity dinners at the time, and asked if we could do one of those dinners to put money towards MS. And that's when he told me, I was like, well, why? He was like, well, because I got diagnosed with MS. So I was like, dinners, we're just going to throw a big party. And last year was the first annual Southern Smoke, and had a bunch of chefs come in from out of town, did a bunch of barbecue, beers, wine, raised $183,000 in 4 hours. So decided to step up the game this year, year two. So we've got another bunch of really good chefs coming in, really close friends. We're gonna do beer, barbecue, and wine again.
So you're having a big street party, you're gonna do it big, and one of those chefs that has flown in is Tandy Wilson, like I said. Now, Tandy, you're actually doing something really cool, really different. When I think about Texas barbecue, I don't think about Vietnamese food, but you're adding a little bit of something mysterious into the game. You've chefed up this fabulous looking dish here. I wanna know about it, what the inspiration is, and how you made this.
When the opportunity to come to Houston and cook with Chris and be a part of this event came up, I thought about Chris and what he's taught me about food and his story in food. I too have been to Vietnam, and so Vietnamese food popped into my head right away. And you know, when you get traveling and you see different cultures, you find the things that we share, and bologna is one of those things that we share, so you just kind of relate it back. And so it's a nice simple dish of Vietnamese style bologna that's been roasted a little bit, a little charred on the edges and smoky. There's a little fresh cabbage, and then we start hitting some of those flavors that you talk about when you talk about Vietnamese food. It's a little sweet, it's a little spicy, it's a little funky, a little sour, but it should be nice and refreshing and really a fun dish for the day. You like it? It's a big bite.
Oh wow, that is amazing. Beyond travel, friendship, food, I know you guys also have a football rivalry.
Yeah.
So, Houston, Texas
100%.
meets Tennessee Titans, right?
100%.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah.
Now, Tandy, really? Really? Tell me a bit about those Titans. How they doing?
It's not good. We're a little on a down streak, but at least we got a quarterback.
Very cool.
Yeah, so actually in speaking with Chris a little bit further about football, he did mention his partnership with Whitney Merciless, Houston Texans linebacker, who we love here in Houston Life. And they have a really, really exciting partnership coming up. So they're actually opening a restaurant called 1/5, which is a concept that changes hands every 5 years. So they actually change the restaurant concept, every year for 5 years. So the first year is steak, the second year is actually love languages, seafood, and then it's up in the air. So it's really, really cool.
So cool. So every August they close down the restaurant and then they reopen in September as a brand new restaurant.
Change the art and everything. But beyond that, I mean, Southern Smoke, you guys got to get out there as well. So
They're also
this weekend.
They're using that close down as an excuse to get out of the summer heat.
But also, so the Southern Smoke, I know you mentioned it in the piece, but they are on track to raise more than $250,000 this year.
Yeah, so their actual goal for this year was $200,000. I think they're actually going to surpass that because they've had such a huge deal come through for their silent auction. So it's really exciting stuff this Sunday. You guys got to get your tickets.
Oh, so awesome. And for more information on how you can get involved, you can visit southernsmoke.org.
All right, and wine, chocolates, music, and massages. Sounds like our kind of event, huh?
Yes.
The Houston Wine Fest is this weekend, and we'll show you what indulgences and entertainment you can expect to find. That's next.